Welcome to the Rust-like grayscale multiplayer game with one of the most alive dead communities I've ever been involved with. The game itself is very blank, almost like Minecraft. Do you want to be a heartless raider, raiding innocent people's bases and starting fights? Or do you want to be a master architect building bases that rival even Galileo? Or do you just want to mess around and do dumb stuff? Well, you can do that in the W, and there are no repercussions. Here's a heads up, the video is going to be split into 3 parts. The game/a tutorial, a community section, and a updates creation / should you really play this game. Thank you, and let's start the video. When you learn into the game, you are given 2 things to start with. This thing that we will call a tool, and a pistol with 1 magazine. Now, hoping that you don't immediately spawn in someone's territory and get smoked, you can whip out your tool and swap through the different modes using Q and E. You want to swap modes until you get to the plot kit mode. The plot kit is the backbone of this entire game. Nothing can be built without pulling this guy out first. And you'll have to wait a little bit. Like a minute's worth of time. The first thing you'll want to place and start working towards is a respawn reconstructor, which can follow through this flow chart. Once you have your reconstructor down, you want to start working on either a barricades manufacturer or a figure-non collector. A barricades manufacturer produces barricades, which are the main source of building blocks in this game. And a figure-non collector is a plot that collects a substance called figure-non, which is used to make guns and armor. There's a full flowchart on screen, pause if you need to. Alright, after that you want to start working towards your cool... Oh, now you got to start from square one. Despite you working on that miniature base, you still got raided by someone who doesn't care. You spent 4 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, 3 hours on that base, sitting around, setting yourself up for the rest of your playthrough. But it's all gone now. So now you're presented with a choice. You can go down the pacifist route, or you can go down the bastard route. You can either accept that you died and make another base to be eventually raided, maybe even making a sky base so it's harder to raid. Or you could take the bastard route, which includes becoming the very thing that you hate, and use the universal language of violence. Spawn in, equip your pistol, take some figure-non, make a gun, make some ammo, and now you're ready to rule the wasteland. Now, if you've played this game even once, you know that this game is ruled by different kinds of factions and clans, which means they have multiple players, which doesn't work out well for you because you're a solo boy. You're going solo, you're going to get smoked. You need friends. So you go around asking people if they want to join you in your conquest. Some people will say yes. Some will answer with a very firm "leave me alone." After getting enough people, you begin to raid the base, and after a 5-second to 10-minute battle, you have cleared the base. Removed the reconstructors, maybe destroyed the figure-non collectors, ammo, guns, ammo manufacturers. And good job, you've continued the cycle for another player. This is what the W is. Someone spends loads of time, maybe even hours on a base, but all it takes is a few minutes of shooting to destroy hours of progress. This community is one of the most contrasting things I've ever been a part of. For one, many people hate its creators for the most recent update, while others absolutely love it. The community is both grey and very, very spiteful. Probably due to the gameplay loop and losing everything they make in the same time span as my attention. But this community is very very dedicated to the game. You see the footage I was using before? That's the uniform of a faction of the game, the TTC, the Tacky Torps Corporation, one of the largest factions in the entirety of the W. I worried as to not get shot during my footage, because every time I loaded into a server and the TTT was on, they would just shoot you. It's pretty bad. I know, don't join the TTC, it's currently melting down. Yeah. And for the final jurisdiction, should you play the game? At the moment, in this state of the game, go play it. It's pretty fun if you're into this kind of game. Mind you, if you're new to these kind of games, walk into it expecting everything to get destroyed, because most likely, everything will be destroyed. My experiences with this game mechanically is pretty good. There aren't that many bugs that break the game. Some pretty funny ones, sure, but there isn't game breaking. The issue arises from the players themselves, so you know what, just join them, be a part of the problem, but please do not harass the devs of this game. They're pretty chill, but they are getting annoyed, so, you know. With that, I have to thank you for watching. Sorry I was gone for a while. I was currently grinding Marvel Rivals, it's not a joke. Yeah, alright. Thank you.